Hi. Okay, please tell me your name, year, and major.
My name is Lindy Brooks. I'm a sophomore, and my major is Integrative Studies with a concentration in social justice and human rights.
And why did you choose this major?
Because I am a gay woman, and I felt like the LGBT community needed, more millennial advocacy, so I wanted to do that.
Okay, so clearly you know what an integrative studies major is. That was going to be my next question. So since you do, can you give me a brief description of what an integrative studies major is, besides your concentration, just integrative studies?
Integrative Studies is a program in which you can kind of choose your own classes to build your major, like build what you want to do. It's more personalized than, choosing a structured major. Yeah.
My name is Kirsten Chandler. My year, I'm a sophomore. And then what's the last one?
What's your major?
My major is, it's global affairs, but I'm changing it to business management.
Okay, so why did you choose your major, and kind of why are you considering changing it?
I chose my major because the first one, because I want to travel, and I'm switching because I want to make money.
Okay, do you know what an integrative studies major is?
No.
Okay,
I would guess though.
Yeah, what do you think?
Isn't that wait, I don't want to be wrong. Wait.
It's okay.
Is it when like you pick your classes and stuff?
Yeah.
Like you pick your classes, like you design your own major.
Something.
So my name is Emily Barnfelder, and I'm a sophomore, and I just changed my major from criminology to social work.
Okay, and why did you choose your major first, and why did you change it to its current?
So I chose criminology first because I thought I wanted to work in law enforcement and work with domestic violence victims. But then I figured that within criminology, that was more working with the offender rather than the survivor. So I decided to switch to social work so I can help those individuals rebuild their lives after.
Okay, and do you know what an integrative studies major is?
I talked to Troy Lowry when I was originally interested in switching my major, and how he explained it to me was a major that the students can develop into their own based on the topics that they're interested in.
Hi everyone, I'm Gabby.
And I'm Chelsea.
And today we're going to explain to you what the major of Integrative Studies is, because as you can see from the videos, not a lot of people know about it. So Chelsea?
I'm an integrative studies major with a concentration in international relations.
And I'm an Integrative Studies major with a concentration in legal studies.
Okay, so first we're going to just talk about what it means to be an integrative studies major. So first we'll kind of define what the word integrative itself means. So integrative can mean something that serves or intends to unify two separate things. So as you can hear from the name, an integrative studies major kind of is an all-encompassing kind of major that includes things from different majors, different disciplines, and just different ideas. So like Gabby and I are we're the same major, but we have two different concentrations, and from that we were able to learn from one another through collaborative ways. So specifically at George Mason, the Integrative Studies mission from the Integrative Studies School is to challenge agents addressing contemporary social, global, and environmental challenges, ultimately preparing them for a life and career with meaning and impacts.
So the origins of the school, it's actually housed in the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. So it's been here just as long as Mason's been here. And just to highlight some of the things that the Integrative Studies major really focuses on and really emphasizes is you firstly get to choose your own path of work. So it's not necessarily making your own schedule, but it's applying what you really believe in and what you're passionate about into your schoolwork, so that way you enjoy what you're learning and you earn a degree that's actually worth something. Experience matters, so every semester in order to get our degree, we're required to do experiential learning credits. So that means like an internship, anything that gets you outside of the classroom and learning, that's required for a major. It encourages all walks of life which contribute to the classroom environment. So as Chelsea said, we've completely obviously lived two different lives, so our perspectives will be different on a lot of topics. And because of that, all of our classes are very discussion based, and we all contribute to each other and just enhance each other's different perspectives. diversity statements. So once again, we accept people, different race, gender, ethnicity, anything is welcome in our environment. That's the environment we have in every integrative studies classroom. And equity and sustainability. So once again, equity just being equal and all accepting, and sustainability, we do care about environment in all different aspects of integrative studies, basically.
So I also kind of already touched on the different concentrations that you can have being an integrative studies major, but some of the main ones that you see more commonly are social justice and human rights, and early childhood studies and legal studies. So from that you gain experiences that are different from your own. So like I already said, Gabby and I have completely different concentrations, but through that, even beyond the two of us, the different people you see in your classes that you learn from are coming from perspectives and future jobs that are different from your own. So from that, it's a more holistic sort of education, if you can say, than people that are going to be more likely to have similar jobs than you after college and so.
And then integrated studies isn't just pertaining to Mason. There's actually a bunch of different schools that offer this. So some of them include the University of North Texas, Northern Kentucky University, Pittsburgh State University, Florida Gulf Coast University, and actually George Mason is ranked 8th as one of the best schools to major in integrative studies in. So obviously George Mason cares about their integrative studies school. It's something that's really important to them, and it's something that's upcoming in the business world, and it should be recognized by a lot of people. And then some of the jobs that you can get, it's not, integrative studies doesn't limit you, it just expands your knowledge and expands your worldview. So there's no really specific job that you can get. It's really what you make of your degree, and it's what you make of the experiences and perspectives that are introduced to you in your class. So now we're just going to explain why we chose it. So I know that I chose my concentration in legal studies because there's an accelerated program that's only offered in the integrative studies school. So instead of being a senior here at George Mason, I'll actually be a first-year law student in the George Mason Law School. So again, that just enhances the point that Chelsea made, is there's different programs and different ways to get what you want to do in the most efficient manner.
And for myself, I chose integrative studies major with the concentration in international relations, because even though international relations is something that I already knew I wanted to do, I went on a path that was through the integrative studies major because I'm not sure what exactly I want to do with my degree that is focusing on international relations. So through the integrative studies program, I'll be able to include views, like I said, that are different than just my own, classes that are more discussion based and that aren't specific to international relations, but still being able to have some specificity in that manner. So from that, I'll be able to eventually narrow down on what I want to do better. And it's not a solid, locked-in kind of path to what I want to do. It's kind of a way for me to figure it out as I'm going, which I found super valuable for figuring out that for myself.
And then just an overall stereotype about integrative studies is that it's a make your own major, or it's kind of like doesn't really hold value and a lazy major, but what it really is just contributing what you're passionate about and contributing that into your degree, and it makes your degree so much more worth than it would be, I don't want to say otherwise, but it would be in other majors. So for example, I'm really passionate about legal studies, and because I'm in the School of Integrative Studies, I'm able to take my passions about that and what I believe in and apply that in 3 years instead of 4. So the stereotype isn't just oh, you make your own, it's not really a degree, you can't get anything with it. The jobs are limitless when it comes to integrative studies, and it holds just as much as value as say a government degree or a political science degree.
So the major can kind of be considered under-advertised because, as you can see from our interviews, most people don't know what it means to be an integrative studies major unless they are themselves taking that path. And when they are informed about it, they hear one-on-one from someone who's within that program or someone else who's knowledgeable about it, they would reconsider the path that they're taking, because as a lot of college students are, they're not 100% on anything, and being an integrative studies major gives you that leeway to make decisions for yourself and not lock in beforehand, before knowing and solidifying your interests in that way.
Right. So the main point of this is just to be aware of it, encourage it, and it's something that's really important to George Mason, and it makes George Mason very unique as a school, and it's something that should just be promoted and advertised more than it is now. So then let's look how our interviewers view it after they've seen our video. Thank you.
So why would you tell a prospective college student why they should major in integrative studies?
You should major in integrative studies because it gives you a lot more. It gives you more of a voice to choose what you want to do. The fact that you have to use internships to build your major, it gives you a lot of experience. Yeah.
So for that reason, are you happy with your major?
I'm extremely happy with my major.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so after hearing about what it means to be an integrative studies major, would you consider it?
Yeah,
Why?
because originally when I came here, like I was trying to decide between global affairs and the like international business, and I feel like if I did integrative studies, I could do both. So.
Okay, so you had some background on it, but after we've talked to you some more about what it means to be an integrative studies major, would you consider it?
I think I would consider it just because after hearing a little bit more about the major, it seems very flexible as to where the students can kind of make the degree what they want instead of staying on a cookie cutter degree path.